Hi, and welcome back on your Senior Network. We are now joined by Natalie Lucas with Optimal Hearing. Good to
morning.
see you again.
Good to see you.
Well, I see that smile. I know you're being positive through all this, but let's talk about what we're facing now and how that's affecting our world. I know at the Hearing Center, tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing maybe different right now.
You know, none of us have ever been through this before, so
Right.
first and foremost, we want all of our patients and staff and everything to stay healthy and to stay safe.
Yeah.
At the same time, we realize that especially in times of crisis, which is what this is,
Yeah.
people need to hear. People need to hear the television. People want to hear what's going on.
It's a great point.
And it can be scary if you're not hearing well and trying to find out information, or God forbid you're sick.
Right.
So we are staying open, following all CDC guidelines. I'm taking extreme measures to disinfect and sanitize the office between patients, and we've even been doing curbside service. So people could drive up and call us from the car, and
Right.
it can come out and help them out in any way we can. We felt it was important to stay accessible as long as
you can,
local,
right?
state, and federal officials allow us to
Right.
help people.
Now, I know you, and you take everything personal. Are you actually having to go out, or do you go out to people's homes if it gets to the point where they can't come out?
You know, I have always done home visits
Right.
for my patients when they needed me. If they could not get to me, I would go to them. Certainly, we are still considering that possibility.
Yeah.
For the most part, I think people don't want others coming in their homes.
Yeah.
And, you know, I have called all of my patients, or almost all of them at this point,
Sure.
just checking on them to be sure they're healthy. Do they need anything? Is there anything that I can do for them, either personally or professionally?
Right.
And just kind of trying to cheer them up as well.
Well, and I think it's probably the challenge, that question I just asked you too, is a lot of the facilities and places are not allowing people to come in, so you can't.
Certainly. As of
Right.
a week or 2 weeks ago,
Right.
actually, facilities and senior living communities did the right thing,
Sure.
you know, in shutting them down.
Right.
And so we certainly can't access those patients. I actually had I spoke with a patient yesterday who is calling me and needs help and lives in one of our communities here. And I just said, you know, as soon as I can, I'll be there, and just hang in there, you know,
Yeah.
just pep talk.
Yep. Well, the curbside sounds like a great idea, because if you have people that are worried about that, and like you said, they want to be, more than ever, be able to hear and entertain themselves and enjoy TV or whatever it may be, because they can't get out and do anything. So it's a great point you bring up, that now's just probably more important that they have that access of being able to hear, right?
Certainly, and I've also seen it over and over again. If and when people become ill or are being treated by a doctor, I've had patients lose hearing aids in car accidents. I've had patients just have them clogged or have some issue going on.
Yeah.
But there is nothing more disconcerting and nerve-wracking and frankly scary than to be being seen by a doctor or a nurse and be not being able to understand them or hear
What
them.
they're saying, yeah.
Mhm.
And I know
So it's
we've
important.
talked about even bigger issues, like you've talked about on the past shows, is the side effects of the hearing situation, meaning with the dementia, with other things like that, can get worse over time.
You know, I think we're all feeling the effects of this period of time in COVID-19 weighing on our psyche and causing
Right.
anxiety and causing some depression and loneliness. And I think if you think about how you're feeling and then multiply that times 10 to a senior who's, you know, cut off from the world and not able to get out and maybe experiencing some early stages
Right.
or full-on stages of dementia and
Exactly.
Alzheimer's, it's scary.
You're exactly right. Well, for our viewers that may not know, because I want to make sure that as we get through this, and we will get through this obviously, your service is going to be just as important out there. So tell me the areas that you serve again.
So I have offices in Bluffton and in Hilton Head. It's
Okay.
Optimal Hearing. We're family owned and operated, and we're very, very focused on service. I personally care a lot about my patients, about their well-being beyond
Right.
just hearing well. And so as long as we are able, we will be out there trying to help the community.
Right.
And when things get back to normal, and they will, then there's absolutely going to be a need, and we'll be there.
Well, I think I know the answer, but as far as the supply chain out there, is it being affected at all with the technology and equipment you're trying to get?
I have not seen it personally. We did get some warnings from major manufacturers of hearing aids that there was some disruption in their supply due to factories in China in the early stages. I never saw any of it personally in terms of us sending out repairs or ordering hearing aids. I did not see any slowdown. I think hearing aid manufacturers have really gone to the nth degree to take all necessary precautions, but try and stay in operation as well.
Now, I know everything's personalized and fitted, but do you keep any kind of standard inventory locally?
I don't.
Okay.
When people decide to make a purchase in hearing aids, the hearing aids are ordered for them. So we've
all
never
custom,
really,
so.
all custom,
Right.
or specialty ordered. We don't keep a stock on the shelf per se. Hearing aids are regulated as medical devices, so there's a different degree of stringentness in how they're produced and how we deliver them.
Great information. You're always so positive. I thank you so much, but that's all the time we have.
We're going to
Natalie.
get through this.
We will. Thank you. Thank you. And please email us any comments, questions you may have for the Senior Network. And I want to thank all of you for joining us here, where the senior experts come together. Thank you so much. Have a great day.